Life is full of ups and downs. We all experience stress in our lives. It's a normal reaction to challenging or demanding situations. Stress can affect anyone, regardless of age, profession, or background. While a little stress can be motivating, too much stress can harm our physical and mental health. Understanding stress is the first step to managing it effectively. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe you were facing a deadline at work or feeling anxious about a personal issue. These situations trigger a cascade of reactions in your body. These reactions are designed to help you cope with the challenge at hand. However, when stress becomes chronic, it can have serious consequences for our health and well-being. Stress is your body's natural response to a perceived threat. It's an instinctive reaction that has evolved over millions of years to help us survive in dangerous situations. It's a survival mechanism that kicks in when we face a challenge, whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological. This response is often referred to as the fight or flight response. There are two main types of stress, acute and chronic. Understanding the difference between these two can help us manage stress more effectively. Acute stress is short-term stress. It's the body's immediate reaction to a new and challenging situation. It's the type of stress we feel when we have to slam on the brakes to avoid an accident, give a presentation, or even when we are running late for an important meeting. This type of stress is usually brief and doesn't have lasting effects. Once the situation is resolved, the stress typically dissipates, and our body returns to its normal state. Chronic stress, on the other hand, is long-term stress. It builds up over time and can persist for weeks, months, or even years. It occurs when we are exposed to stressors over a prolonged period. These stressors can be ongoing and relentless, making it difficult for the body to return to a state of balance. Imagine facing constant pressure at work, dealing with a chronic illness, or experiencing financial strain. These are common sources of chronic stress that many people face in their daily lives. This type of stress can have a significant impact on our physical and mental health. It can lead to a range of health issues, including anxiety, depression, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. It's essential to recognize the signs of chronic stress and take steps to manage it effectively. This can include lifestyle changes, seeking professional help, and practicing stress-reducing techniques such as mindfulness, exercise, and relaxation. When we encounter a stressful situation, our bodies go into fight or flight mode. This is an automatic response that has been ingrained in us through millions of years of evolution. This response is hardwired into our biology, ensuring that we can react swiftly to potential dangers. It helped our ancestors survive in the wild, where threats were often immediate and life-threatening. When we perceive a threat, our sympathetic nervous system kicks into gear, preparing our body for action. This system releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which are crucial for our survival. These hormones prepare us to either fight the threat or flee from it, giving us the physical and mental edge we need. Adrenaline increases our heart rate and blood pressure, sending more blood to our muscles, making us stronger and faster. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, provides a surge of energy by increasing glucose in the bloodstream. It also suppresses non-essential functions like digestion and the immune system, allowing the body to focus on the immediate threat. In the short term, these responses are incredibly helpful, enabling us to react quickly and effectively to danger. They allow us to respond quickly to danger, whether it's a physical threat or a high-pressure situation. However, when these responses are constantly activated due to chronic stress, they can take a significant toll on our bodies, leading to various health issues over time. It's important to manage stress to maintain overall well-being. Stress doesn't just affect our bodies, it also has a profound impact on our brains. When we're stressed, our brains release cortisol, which can interfere with memory formation and recall. Have you ever blanked during an important exam or forgotten why you walked into a room? That's stress messing with your memory. Stress also affects the amygdala, the part of our brain that processes emotions. The amygdala becomes more active during times of stress, making us more reactive to perceived threats. This can lead to increased anxiety, irritability, and even anger. Chronic stress can actually shrink the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for learning and memory. This shrinkage can have long-term effects on cognitive function. Section 5. Psychological and emotional effects of stress. The psychological and emotional impacts of stress are significant. Stress can manifest in many ways, from difficulty concentrating and making decisions to feeling overwhelmed, irritable, and anxious. Chronic stress can contribute to more severe mental health conditions like anxiety disorders, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD. Stress can also lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms. People may turn to alcohol, drugs, or overeating to numb their feelings. It's important to recognize the signs of stress in ourselves and others. Seeking professional help is crucial if you're struggling to cope with stress. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Section 6. Chronic stress and physical health, a complex relationship. The link between chronic stress and physical health is well established. Chronic stress can affect nearly every system in the body, leading to a wide range of health issues. When we're constantly under stress, our bodies remain in a heightened state of alert. This state, often referred to as the fight or flight response, is meant to protect us in short-term situations. However, when this stress response is activated over long periods, it can take a significant toll on various systems in the body, including the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems. Chronic stress weakens our immune system, making us more susceptible to infections and illnesses. This is because stress hormones like cortisol can suppress the effectiveness of the immune system. It can also contribute to digestive problems, headaches, muscle tension, and sleep disturbances. These symptoms can further exacerbate stress, creating a vicious cycle. Long-term stress is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease. The constant release of stress hormones can lead to inflammation and damage to the blood vessels. It increases blood pressure and heart rate, putting extra strain on the heart. Over time, this can lead to serious conditions such as hypertension, heart attacks, and strokes. Stress can also contribute to unhealthy habits like smoking, poor diet, and lack of exercise, further increasing the risk of heart problems. These behaviors are often used as coping mechanisms, but can have detrimental effects on health. Managing stress is crucial for maintaining good physical health and preventing chronic diseases. Techniques such as regular exercise, mindfulness, and adequate sleep can help mitigate the effects of stress and improve overall well-being. Section 7. Stress management, taking charge of your well-being. The good news is that stress is manageable. There are many effective strategies for reducing stress and improving our ability to cope with life's challenges. These strategies involve making positive lifestyle changes, incorporating mindfulness techniques, and building a strong support system. Remember, managing stress is not about eliminating it completely. That's impossible. Instead, it's about developing healthy coping mechanisms and building resilience. By taking proactive steps to manage stress, we can improve our overall well-being and live healthier, happier lives. Section 8. Lifestyle changes for stress reduction. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is through lifestyle changes. Regular exercise is a powerful stress reliever. It releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate-intensity exercise most days of the week. A healthy diet is also crucial for stress management. Avoid processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive caffeine, as these can worsen stress levels. Focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Getting enough sleep is essential for stress management and overall health. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Section 9. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Mindfulness techniques can help us become more aware of our thoughts and feelings, allowing us to respond to stress more effectively. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, and yoga are all excellent ways to promote relaxation and reduce stress. Deep breathing exercises are particularly helpful for calming the nervous system. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid. Taking slow, deep breaths can help slow down our heart rate and promote relaxation. Even a few minutes of deep breathing can make a difference. Section 10. Building a support system. You don't have to go it alone. Having a strong support system is crucial for managing stress. Talking to friends, family, or a therapist can provide emotional support and help us gain perspective on stressful situations. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Sometimes just talking about what's stressing us out can make a world of difference. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. Section 11. The importance of stress management and resilience. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. By understanding the science of stress and implementing effective management techniques, we can build resilience and live healthier, happier lives. Remember to prioritize self-care, engage in activities you enjoy, and seek support when needed. Taking care of your mental and emotional well-being is just as important as taking care of your physical health.